Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the John Deere Farm on Backroads County. You can see our 4755 putting in some sorghum here in April. I made a little bit of a mistake, I'll be honest. I'm going to go ahead and tab over to a different tractor. I made a little bit of a mistake, and I will tell you what that is. I had planned on doing that planting up there off screen so that we would be able to move forward. Um, but I ended up not having time. Some real life circumstances have changed my life around, and so I did not get to do that work that I wanted to do. Guess we can take that seed. Um, anyways, we're in a weird situation now because I really wanted to advance the time, but I actually did the headland up there in that big field with sorghum, so it's going to look really weird if we don't plant the whole field. But we've got soybeans up there, sorghum up there, and potatoes over there. Let's take a look at let's take stock of the stock, as they say. All right, so we're up to 12 pigs now. So we did have some brand new piggies. I guess that would be these ones reproduced. So good. And now the 4-month-old pigs have a couple more months, and they're going to be also able to reproduce, which will be good. So we'll have, a couple different batches. Now, as for the cattle, we have some brand new calves now. And so what I want to do is move these calves over to the pasture. And then when these 5 grow up, we'll move them back to the cow barn. But once we move to the pasture, it looks like we need to give them a bit of hay. So we'll go ahead and do that while that's going. But another thing that I have been thinking about, if you look at the pigs, they need root crop, right? Which is why we're going to grow potatoes. And I was thinking we're going to need a place to store the potatoes. I can't put them in our grain silo. So we might want to make a little root crop storage up by the pigs as another potential project. So we have a lot going on. So we're going to use this truck and that stock trailer there. And we're going to get those 20 new calves out of that barn. We don't want those new calves eating up our TMR. We'll let them in the grazing pasture. I know the game doesn't really have grazing built into it, which if they do another a FS 24, 25, whatever, I would like that to be a mechanic that we could utilize. Okay, so animals are on this side. Hope everybody's doing well. Sorry I didn't really introduce the video properly. Hope you all are having a good go of it. We want these guys. Select them. We'll take all 20. It let me? Alright, great. Okay, so we're going to take these 20 calves over to the big pasture, and then we'll take them a couple hay bales. I don't think we have any hay bales down in that field right now. Do we? I don't see any. will this work though? Is the bigger question, because I think I purchased the cows that are in there, and this has been one of the jankiest pens I have used ever in Farm Sim. Like, not just 22, like ever. I don't know why it's so weird, but okay, we want to select these girls, move them to the husbandry. Okay, now let's take a look at the math over here. Yeah, so they need... That's weird that it should, like, what is the metric that they put here? If almost 20,000 liters is that far, it must be like 1 million. That's strange. I think if we take maybe 2 bales down there, nice little, whatever, 10,000 liters, something like that, will keep them going. And we can give them a grass bale when we do more silage. I do think it's interesting that you can't feed pastured cows straight silage. You can give them TMR, but not straight silage. Alright, let's get... Oh yeah, got the potato digger ready to go. Alright. I do wonder if that little 710 will run the potato digger. Which way are we going, George? There we go. I think these are probably for silage. I've probably already used half of the bale, but if it's a full bale, I might just take it. Okay, yeah, let's just take this 7,000. 7,200. So what I was complaining about just a minute ago with this pen is, you know, you would think something happened because there's the food over there and the food down here. I think this one's meant to be for bales and that one's meant to be for TMR. I think that's what happened. And when I tried to put a bale up there, it didn't like that. I think that's the logic behind it. So we'll make it happen. We'll make it work. Alright, so they're okay on water. Why do they have milk? They're not supposed to be giving milk. They're not old enough. They can't have calves yet. Interesting. Alright. So now that we got that done, I'm going to see the status of our sorghum planter, and we might just finish the row so we can move forward in time. So I really want to get to the potatoes. And we don't need the sorghum. That was just something that I was going to do because, you know, sorghum things. Tab, 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 tab. There we go. And I have no idea what's going on with this texturing. If any of you can explain it to me, would love that. Alright, when we get to the end of this row, I'm going to turn this guy off, and we will... Actually, the fertilizer's going to run out. And I think we're just going to be done. We'll let it be sort of a half field after all. Because I'm impatient, and I want to get to the potato work. hope everybody is still enjoying the series. I know since the last one of these went up, I've finished up the Case IH Dairy Farm, and you should be seeing another series on the channel starting up very soon. Very soon. Keep an eye on things. I know there's a mix of perspectives on on this channel, in terms of like some people that really will, watch everything and really seem to like the style, and there are other people that will click on a video and watch 5 or 10 minutes, and then maybe they watch the rest of the series, maybe not. So I appreciate any love that we get. Definitely a lot of fun for me, and the way I look at it, I was going to play this game anyways, so if people like watching me use vintage equipment and do things that I think make sense for the playthrough style that I have, great. I have more ideas and things that I want to do in this game than time in my life to do it. So, not to mention other games that I enjoy as well, but I think if someone could wave a magic wand and I could do this for a job, like there are a handful of people that play farm sim as a part of their career. I think if that happened to me, I would genuinely have so many ideas. A lot of what I can't do is because I just don't have 6 hours a day to put into making 1 or 2 videos. I just can't do that. That's what makes other some other content so good. They can pack it tight because they're not playing it live. They're editing it all down, condensing it, so it feels like there's more action per video. Okay, let's sleep. So we're gonna wake up in May. What? Sleeping is not currently. Alright, I hope the save's not bugged. But it certainly seems like maybe the save is bugged. You guys saw that, right? Like, we were in April when we started the episode. I went to sleep, tried to sleep, and it's now still April. Yes? I'm not crazy? I mean, the game could be bugged and I could be crazy. Those things are not mutually exclusive. So let's think about this. We're gonna need... I'm not 100% sure if we will be able to load potatoes, and I didn't make a spot to dump the potatoes yet. I think this will haul potatoes. I'm not sure if the grain wagon will. It wouldn't make sense if the grain wagon would. Let's take the gator up to the pigs and see if there's a good spot up there to put in some tater storage. I'm gonna leave the gator up there too, so I can use it as essentially like a spawn point up with the pigs, because I had vehicles up there and then I got rid of them. Well, now I can't see it. It's gonna be dark. But I'm going to go ahead and keep driving up there. Just going to naturally be May by the time I may end up just not sleeping. Silly game. See, what I was thinking is, since the food trough is there, I was thinking maybe we just build a little thing right here. A little root crop storage right there. And then we can use the front loader, get the stuff, and I think we dump it there, right? Because this is where we fill up on... What do we fill up here? Manure? Slurry? It's got to be slurry. Yeah. So we fill our slurry here. We dump our food here. Hey, porkers. What y'all doing? They're oinking away at me. Oh, that's good. Okay, it's 6 in the morning now. I'm going to go ahead and move this back to real time. So let's tab over. I'm going to tab over and check out the potato field. Actually, can I see the potato field from here? It's green. So I might have to lease a topper. Right? Because you have to take the vegetation off the top and then you dig the potatoes. So we don't have that. Are they ready? Growing. Okay, not ready. They look nice. Did I spray these, or there's just no weeds because I plowed? I bet that's it. Got some stones we should deal with. I haven't really taken to that in FS. Cows are sleepy. 6 in the morning. Look at that cool $250,000 too. Gotta love the income. What did we get in April? We got 40,000 from property, and spent 18,000 on new vehicle. Nice. We have a $320,000 loan. Can't say that I remember taking out that much of a loan, but glad I noticed that. Let's do that. Sorghum field is planted. Soybeans are planted. Cows are a couple more months for these ones. Those are just little. Moving along. Why is your out of food? Doesn't look like we're gonna get to do potato stuff this episode after all. I was holding out hope, you know. It really was. So we want to shoot the deer. No, we want to put 2,000 liters of this in, and we'll put a silage bale and top it off with hay. Should be good. So we're at 6,300. We want to stop at 4,300. Okay, that's close enough for me. I do like that I have slightly different methods for doing this for the two different farms, because there's a lot of TMR work to be done, and if it was exactly the same process on both farms, I think I would go crazy. Okay, that's a little high, but I should be able to drop it in there. Alright, and time's up. Now we'll go grab the hay bale. My math might be bad, because I usually put the let's think about this. We might want to go halfway on this and then check it, just to make sure, because if you have too much hay, it will throw off the mix. You really can't have too much silage, but you can have too much hay. So let's do half the bale, which would be, well, I can actually look at the percentage. Let's go. Oh. Alright, not ideal. Hopefully it's still TMR and didn't turn into something else. Alright. Oh, it does have room for more hay. We're at... Yeah, let's just go ahead and drop it in there. Yeah, so it is one bale of each with 2,000 straw. Well, not all hay bales are the same. That's the problem. So it throws off my math. Now watch, it's going to be like, you're over. It's not TMR anymore. No, not that. This button. Okay, so as... we'll see. This might not work. We'll figure it out. Let's learn together, shall we? Anybody who is sticking with the episode at the 23-minute mark, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you being devoted to the cause. What's the camera? Camera, what are we doing here? There you go. Nope. What? It doesn't like that. I'm going to go in cab. I feel like I've ended up doing a lot of different tasks with this tractor. Okay, let's turn our head and almost said cough. Fill this up. Still TMR. Looks like it didn't mess up the mix at all, which is great. We can have a conversation about whether we think it's easier to make hay or it's easier to make silage, which is more economical for the farmer. Alrighty. Well, that feels pretty good. We have a good bit of silage still here. I think, let's do that. I think I might drive this over here, and then when we make silage bales this year, because I do think we should make some, maybe like late in the season after we get our other crops done, even just like, I don't know, 10 bales worth, right? Just to keep it coming in. here. Like this. Alright. We still have a lot though. Alright, let's see. Let's just look in here instead of guessing. Alright, potatoes are not going to be ready till August. Okay, silly me. The soybeans will be ready in October. And the sorghum will be ready in August. Okay, so potatoes and sorghum will be at the same time. Should we fertilize the sorghum? Maybe we do that next episode. Let's hop into... I'm looking at our storage supplies here. I see... These are 7,000. These are 4,500. Yeah. I think we're good. I think next episode we will be probably in April. Check the cows again. Make sure that was good. Oh, that's a lot of slurry. That's plenty. For what, 25 cows? Yeah. So these 5 are going to move over. So there'll be 30 in the main barn. And 20 calves. And then these ones are going to start reproducing. These ones are a quarter of the way. So do they make babies every 4 months? And they're 604. I wonder what their top price will be. I'm not doing straw. I don't know what that helps with, but since there's only 12 of them, they're not eating too fast, so we're all right there. All right. We have plenty of jobs we could be doing. We probably should be doing. But I'm going to go ahead and enjoy the porch view here for a little bit, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.